So everybody, I'm doing another video, new week. I'm going to try to bang out a couple videos here over the weekend. I got some time here, so expect about 3 of them coming on various different topics. EComm partnerships picking up on the playlist, EComm scam series. Before we get started, I got a couple things I just want to get to quick in this video. I want to give you a bunch of useful pieces of information. But real quick, got to read the opinion disclaimer now because I'm going to go over that in another video. But Irwin Soto from EComm Partnerships, uh, the, the one of two idiots in charge over there. He had a hair up his ass about claiming I defamed him in my videos. That last one you listened to, the intro, it's really only 2 videos. Oh, he got pissed about that. He found out a whole bunch of stuff that I was defaming him. I was saying a bunch of untruths. I was releasing some private proprietary information, a whole bunch of bullshit. I'm gonna show you that email. Probably in another video because I got other stuff to get to. But I need to read this opinion disclaimer. It's mainly for that scumbag because he just recently probably figured out ChatGPT and how to do some legal, research, yada yada yada. Because I think they're too cheap to even pay their own lawyers. So I have to educate this guy, and first thing I'm going to do is read this. This content is intended for awareness and consumer protection. The views expressed in this video are my personal experiences. They're all truthful interpretations and backed by opinions, and they're all protected under the Consumer Review Fairness Act of 2016. And the First Amendment, obviously, right to free speech. So let that sink in, Irwin, if you're watching. And I know you are. I know you are. I'm going to go pretty low here because when somebody goes low on me, what you guys pulled with me, and I'm guessing a lot of other people, be prepared for people to go lower. And I'm going to go as low as possible on you motherfuckers. So everything shared here is based on my documented interactions, communications, and outcomes. These statements that I'm about to make are not presented as verifiable facts or accusations of illegal conduct unless supported by publicly available evidence. And there's a lot out there. This video is provided for informational and entertainment purposes only. Viewers should conduct their own due diligence before making any business, consumer, or investment decisions. Now we're getting that out of the way. Okay, so why am I making this video? In case you're one of the people that reached out to me, and then there's been a few of them so far, and it's only been a week or two. Okay, the more videos are made, the more people comment, the more people start looking up EComm Partnership. You know who you are. You know who I've talked to already. I already have a pile of you people out there, but I'm looking for the people who are new to this and just are stumbling across my video, don't know where to go, feel like they may have been burned, feel like they have lost money, had a real bad foul taste in their mouth, had a negative experience with Irwin Soto and his asshole partner Donny Doquisa, and they're all under the umbrella of EComm Partnerships, LLC, headquartered in that god awful state of California, all the way up in Sacramento. That's where their registered agent is. Now, I know that Donnie lives in LA. I have his address. I'm going to release that. Irwin, at one point, lived in New York when I talked to him briefly in 2024. Prior to that, all our conversations, and he actually, the funny thing at the time, he wanted to move to Texas, where I am, and he was asking me all about this. He was complaining about the cost of living up in New York and the taxes, and I'm like, this is when we were friendly, and I was like trying to help the guy out, and I'm telling him where to move in Austin, and hey, you should stay away from this area, that area, and he's like, the funny part is, and you guys would want to know this. He goes to me. He goes to me, yeah, I'm looking for an area that I'm like, I want to spend between $600,000 and $800,000 on a house. I'm like, damn. So, and why I mention that is because you're going to see when I get into it the flash, the Instagram accounts both these assholes have, and the spending and the cars they're driving, and the whole thing. I don't know if they're using our money. They could have, but you be the judge. When I saw their Instagram pages, I'm like, hey, you know what? Wonder how much my 25,000 is going into their lifestyle, because it's the typical posturing that fly by the night people, swindlers. Look at me, you know the people who post stuff on the internet. Hey, look at me, I'm famous. You can be rich too. That type of shit. Wow. If these two don't come across that way, especially that Donny, and I'm gonna get into that in a minute, but food for thought. Actually, you know what? Fuck it. Let's just go right into it now. If you pull up their Instagram, here is Irwin Soto. My guess he could be 49 years old if I'm doing the math right. Anyway, so he's married. He's got a couple kids. I'm not really in one to slam on his kids or anything, but hey, they're there, and I don't have a whole. He's kind of an idiot. He's old school. I don't think he really know. I had to explain to him about LinkedIn too, and he's asking me about marketing early on when we started doing this because I have some experience with marketing and stuff. And I think I gave him a few pointers. But take a peek at this, and I'm not accusing anybody of anything, but you be the judge. You be the judge. Look at the lifestyle. Here's the classic picture. This is what got me. Look at this asshole laying on his Porsche. Now, the only people who do that are people who want to portray wealth. Hey, invest with me, and and you can leave this lifestyle too. Now, that very well could be his car, a rented car. Who knows? But the fact that somebody goes and you're going to see a theme here. He doesn't have too much on his Instagram, but you be the judge. You be the judge of that lifestyle, you know. And then, this is just, it really doesn't, nothing alarming there. He's got a couple kids, but here's the reason why I brought this. He has his own house, and this was in New York. I can tell he lives in New York, and this is a nice neighborhood, and it looks like he's living the good life, but he's not really, doesn't have a presence online. But wait till we get to his tag team asshole buddy, and that's what I'm calling him, Donny. Donny, he's younger. I think this guy's probably still single. He's got two Instagram pages. Let's just go through it quick. Some of the some of the funny stuff that let me see if this is recording. Yeah. Anyway, um, some of the funny stuff I found. So you're gonna see a theme with this guy. Do you think he likes the camera on him? Do you think he wants to flaunt a lifestyle? Do you think he wants to portray wealth? You know, he's he's swimming with the sharks. He's going in crazy places. Look at these high end hotel rooms. He's going his Instagram page. Donnie dot Cami. Whatever the hell that is. I don't know. But lately, he's always traveling. He's always traveling. I remember one time when I was on, and I tried getting a meeting with these two shitheads on the phone at the same time. And I got them once, but one meeting, this guy didn't make it because Donnie said he was in Thailand. So he's traveling. This guy's got money. And where he made it, I don't know. He doesn't look like much. He looks like just some schnook from LA. Okay, so there's a couple, look at this picture. Where do you think that is? You know? Hmm. How's he funding that lifestyle? Look at all these pictures and stuff. Like here's typical like, kind of cars he's sitting in the back of. He's a photographer. He had another business. Look, I wonder if this is his house in the Hamptons. Irwin lived in the Hamptons. I think his wife has a business, and I saw her posting stuff on the Hamptons. So look at this picture. That takes a lot of effort making this video. And hey, look at me, man. I'm rich. I drive this car, and you could too. Just give me 25,000. You can invest in my stupid EComm partnership. So, this one was funny too. He made a video of him shooting. He's just playing game here. He's a pretty good shot. I'm not gonna lie, but he made a video of him shooting three pointers. It's like, typical, hey, look at me. I think it was this one. This one was pretty goddamn funny. He's a pretty good shot. I'm not going to lie, because I'm a basketball fan too. Pretty good shot. But who puts the video there and does this if you don't want to like say, hey, look at me? Just fucking assholes do that. Like, let's see. There was one picture here. I don't know if this was it. He actually, and I'm just, you get the idea here. You get the idea. I'm gonna see if I can find it. He has a tattoo of his last name on his back. It's just beyond funny. Let's go back to, I think it's on his other page. So here's his other one. Where is this? And he likes taking pictures of his sneakers. Like here's one. Look at that. Like why would you do that? Anyway, he likes sneakers. Maybe he has an e-com sneaker business he imports from China. Maybe that's something separate. And then there we go. Here we go. Sitting on his car. Look at that's got to be what is it like a Lamborghini or something? Yeah. You think he owns that? I don't know. You think he's doing something with your 25,000 or the money you gave him? I don't know. I'm not, I'm not accusing anybody. Seems suspicious. You be the judge. Where is the one I was gonna show you though? He's got the tattoo of his name on his back. You got to see this. This one right here. This is funny, and I'm gonna get on other things too. Imagine going to Venice Beach or it's Laguna Beach. Imagine seeing somebody do that in the beach. You just want to, you're jogging past and you see somebody doing that. You just want to like kick them in the face. Like, why would you do that? Anyway, right here. This is it. This is the final one. You guys be the judge. This is the kind of jerk off you're talking about here. The guy has his name tattooed on his back. Okay, whatever. I'm just making fun of this guy, but whatever. The whole point is, I don't know who some of these women on his profile, probably, a couple hookers. I don't know. Uh, again, these are just opinions. I'm just making fun of this guy. It's just, for comedic purposes, but I'm shitting on him and for purpose because he leads a flashy, flaunty lifestyle, and it's the only reason I'm bringing this up is because, hey, gee, I wonder how much of my money is funding this shit. Food for thought. Food for thought, guys. Look him up. Look him up. He doesn't make himself easy to be found. He lives in LA. I'll even post his address at some point. But anyway, so let's get off that for a minute. So back to EComm partnerships. Let's get into the real nuts and bolts here. Um, you guys have come to this video, this channel, because you probably have dealt with them before, or maybe you're thinking of signing up for EComm partnerships. This is mainly for people who have been, I'm going to use it for the lack of a better word, ripped off, or felt that they were ripped off, or lost money, or been lied to, or think that they're a fraudulent company, which in my opinion they are. And that is my opinion. So why I'm doing this is I want to be very clear here. I am making my own I have my own case against them. I don't need you guys. I can handle everything on my own. I'm going to document my experiences when they finish going through. I'm in the middle of everything. Everything that I'm telling you to do, I've already done. Okay. So I am just merely making this. I'm not looking it for any other purpose because my ultimate goal would be, I'm not saying it'll happen, but we're getting close. I want to basically get a small, class action lawsuit against them. And there's a lot of evidence here that there is one, but I have to get the people to do it. And I need your help. I need everybody out there who's stumbling across this and maybe like, yeah, man, these fucking guys, I've been burned by them. I lost money. And then I'm going to give you my situation. And gotten so many people, getting back to me saying, oh man, your situation mirrors mine. Okay. All right. This is for you. And all the people that are looking in to EComm partnerships possible as an investment tool, listen up as well. Okay. My opinion is pay attention because you're not going to want to give them any money after this. Okay. So again, why am I doing this? My goal here, and I got to explain a few things here. The reason why I made this, it's an Excel sheet tracker. The first thing I'm going to do is when you reach out to me, my information is in the comments section. It's in the description of my videos. It's always going to be there. It's going to be very easy to reach out to. You're going to get this email, okay? When you hear from me the first time. Okay, it's just a simple, I'm not going to go through it. It's just a simple thing where I'm going to go over my situation, I'm going to give you my opinion, and I'm going to give you access to this Excel sheet. Okay, it's right here. Save a copy of it to your computer because then you can edit your own copy and because you're not going to be able to do anything until you save a copy. And then my playlist is here for my YouTube channel. Okay, and this is where it'll be. It's the EComm scam series. Okay, I got 2 videos up there, but that's really what's going to be in that intro email. And I promise to be personal, but I'm not going to sit here and write 100 emails every time somebody responds. Okay, you'll get a personalized email from me, or you want to communicate via phone call, you want to schedule up a time, you want to get, I'd be happy to more than do that because I'm not selling you guys anything. I'm not looking for anything back. I'm just looking for basically people that had the same experience that I had And I'm guiding you guys what to do because I know there are a lot of people in there that don't know what to do, and you've been burned by these guys. You've been burned by maybe e-commerce, maybe you have another company that isn't even e-com. Maybe it's some other one and you're just looking for information. Well, this applies to all of them because they're all fucking schnooks from the ones that I've dealt with. But this is all factual, and a lot of it's just opinion. And I'm gonna rip these guys a new ass, and they aren't gonna do shit and thing about it. So Irwin, if you're listening, Donny, if you're listening, you two fools, I know you are. You better do better than what you have been coming at me, because I'm gonna keep coming at you until I implode your business. And the reason why I'm saying that is my goal is to have the Federal Trade Commission pick up on you guys, and that leads me to my first line to report these guys on. So you need to basically start with the Federal Trade Commission. So that being said, if you do that, if enough people report to the Federal Trade Commission, here's the link. You just follow it. New link will be opening. Right there it is. And you just hit report now. Okay. So I'm not going to go through it. If you guys have questions about that, maybe I can do some videos on each one of these, but it's pretty simple. You are also going to want to get a Chat GPT subscription. Okay. And why do I say that? Because this damn thing is going to be your best personal assistant. This has helped me out tremendously if you know how to feed it the right questions, the right input, and you're going to get back what you put in it. Okay, so I have a ton of stuff here. But that's the second thing you're going to have to do, and I have it there. Use ChatGPT. It will be your best friend for writing summaries and timelines and all the research. So you got to do a little prep work. Before I go through this, I need you guys to understand if you're serious about going after these guys, you're going to have to do some of the work. Don't come to me looking to do the work for you. I've done my shit. My shit is square, and I'm in the process of doing my own thing. I'm going to repeat. I don't really need you guys. I would like to have you guys, but the more people who actually take the time to report these guys to these regulatory bodies, the better off we're all going to be. Because, for instance, if like 50 people or even 20 people file with the Federal Trade Commission, the same company, same complaint, same reporting, they're going to pick it up. And then you don't even have control over that. We don't have to pay anything for that. They are going to basically look into their business practices. They're going to file a lawsuit. And what they do is they automatically, this is the federal government, they shut the company down pending investigation. And then if there's evidence that there is something there, they will sue them and they will demand restitution for all of us. It's the easiest way I can complain. And that's not going to cost us a goddamn thing. Okay? So that's the first thing. But if you guys are not willing to go through all these sites, if you're not willing to download this tracker, I have the major core agencies and public sites. I'll go through them in a minute. Sites, and then whatever state you live in, you're going to go to the your what was I saying? The attorney generals of each state. So you just pick out your state where you live in, you've been affected, and you just fill out the form. And then these are my review platforms. Now, they're not on a whole ton of spots. I've scoured the internet. I may be missing one or two. If I'm missing something, let me know and I'll add it to the list here. But I hammered them on all of these, okay? They give them a good solid Google review on their Better Business Bureau, on their Facebook. Here's their pages. You just click that and you go right to it. And I got my notes in there. Self-explanatory. I made a separate Reddit community. This is where you can drop anything you want. You can upload files. You can tell your story. You can communicate with other members that have been affected. Make sure you sign up for that one. That's me. Okay. And then you already found you just click their YouTube page. They got one stinking video that was made like 3 years ago. Who cares? Make a comment on it. I did. Cura. I hope I pronounced that right. I made a post. You can add to the post, and then their Better Business Bureau profile. Yeah, that's actually another one. Here, let me go on that for a minute, and I'll tell you what to do here. So there's a section on there where you can leave a review and you can do a complaint. Those are two separate things. So if you click on the reviews, mine's in process. I don't know why it hasn't been updated yet, but yeah, there's just there's new negative reviews here, and be very wary of any positive reviews for these guys because they're most likely paying for them because it's easy to manipulate Google reviews and all these review sites if you have enough money. Okay, but these are genuine here. Read over it. I'm not going to go through them. The complaint section, that's a separate file. That's where you have to uh, basically they'll reach out to the company, and you always have to put that you're looking for them to make you pay you back, or you want a response. Don't put that you don't want a response, otherwise they won't post your complaint. I made that initial mistake, but you can go look over that. Plenty of people here. I'm looking for these people. I'm looking for people here, but a lot of them are anonymous. You know who you are if you're watching this. I've already gotten to a few of them. I already talked to a few of them. So that's all I'm going to say about that. Check out their Better Business Bureau and profile, and it's on the agency site here right there. So I'm just going over the review platforms. But you can check out. It just was on Donny's multiple Instagram pages, Irwin's Instagram pages. You can check out their LinkedIn and LinkedIn on EComm Business. All the links are here, dude. And here is my series if you need it to bookmark my videos right there, EComm Partnership Scam Series. Okay. So going back to this is the important one. These are just general review platforms where you just hammer them, and if enough people start giving them flack, then this will prevent people from being fucking hoodwinked by these guys. Okay. And it's all, leave accurate reviews. Don't make anything up. Don't be a victim of being accused of defamation or disparagement. Make sure it's, run it through ChatGPT. Make sure you're not going to get flagged. Google usually flags when you just rant and drop links and all this shit. So again, if you have any questions, just let me know. But getting back to these platforms, these regulatory platforms, got to do the Federal Trade Commission, the FTC. Okay. And hang on one second. Let me dig up a link. I want to show you a reason why I say that. Hang on one second. So, the reason I'm bringing up the FTC, and I want you guys to understand this, I'm going to try to just make this quick. A couple years back, there was this guy, Lucas Lee Tyson. I had a friend who fell for this. He was operating some credit repair scam and a growth cave business. You can look this up. Just type in Lucas Lee Tyson and growth cave. And what basically happened here, zillion people filed under the Federal Trade Commission. They just basically did what I told you to do, submitted a complaint, and a lot of them, I'm guessing hundreds of people complained to the FTC. The FTC then looked into it and they opened up an investigation. Is exactly what I'm saying. And they shut down this Lucas Lee Tyson's business. This is a multi-million dollar business scam thing this guy had going on. And whatever the outcome is going to be with this, he is going to be, it's going to be basically, he's going to be bankrupted and he's going to have to make restitution to all his victims. Okay. That's what I want to go happen to. That's what I'm looking for. I'm not saying it will happen, but that is my overall goal of reporting to these assholes for that EComm partnership to the Federal Trade Commission. So, I'm not saying that they are crooks. My opinion is, from my experience and from what other people are saying, there is good evidence here to at least have these guys open up an investigation. Okay, that's all I'm going to say because I'm not getting myself in hot water here by defaming anyway. Okay, so let's just keep it at that. That's my opinion. Okay, the second thing you need to do, and this is a funny thing, is you need to report them to the FBI Internet Crime compliant group. Okay, so this is actually funny. Here's the page. You just go on there. The reason this is brought up is because Donny apparently he did this when my order was supposedly stolen. My wholesale order of Tim Hortons coffee pods, and I had Cosequin dog supplements. He claimed, and I got, I think, what it is, a Photoshop internet crime complaint thing. He complained that, then he claimed that a business stole my money, and then we're gonna issue you a new credit for $10,000, and it's these trial sheets, and that's a whole nother thing. But he gave me this complaint, and he gave me the doctored, redacted version. I thought it was photoshopped, and I told him, and that's what literally red flagged me to everything. But you need to do this on them. Fill it out. Use ChatGPT. Okay, not hard to do. I'm gonna get rid of some of these. tabs. Okay, so you need to do that one. Some of these other ones you can see if you can get through. The ones I have in bold here, you want to do. Look up the state of California, file with the Attorney General. I did it. You'll get um, documents back. Make sure you screenshot your submission, your complaint, so you have it on record. So in case you need to give it to a lawyer or your lawyer or a class action lawyer or the FTC or anybody who asked for it, keep a folder on your computer where you can store all this stuff. And I went to the Sacramento County DA up in California. File on them too, right there. Better Business Bureau. We already talked about this. See if you can get you see if you can do all these, but the ones highlighted in bold black. Definitely do it. Look them up on Bizopedia. You can see my public complaint on there if you click that. I didn't get to rip-off report yet. Site jabber. Former employees could be on Glassdoor, but Trustpilot, they're on there. Slam them on Trustpilot. I did. Okay, but you got to be careful. Run it through ChatGPT, anything you do, and check out their Crunchbase profile. This is where all businesses, their information is publicly out there. You know, it gives a little background if they're registered. Let me see here. It's taking a minute. But all the links work, and they're on here, and you just basically go and you can find the people. There they are, Irwin Soto. I don't know who this, what's his name? Dipshit Shear? Deepesh? I don't know. I never dealt with him. I think he's another silent owner. I don't know if he's current, but Donny and Irwin are right there. I don't know. That's for you guys to investigate. Um, so that is about it for this video. I've been rambling and I'm going to leave it with this. You guys need to do the work, okay? If you get to me, and some people have been reaching out, they want me like, oh, what do I do? Can I see your report? I'm about ready to file with the FTC. You got to basically commit a number of hours or just do a little of a time to this. I did this all in 1 week because I had the time. Okay. But you got to use ChatGPT because this will take forever to do it if you're going to longhand. You get your timeline down, know your incidents, get all your receipts, get all your screen shares, get all your screen chat captures, anything you need and fill out this document and make sure you just basically organize yourself and you're gonna have to make an effort because if you're gonna come to me and ask me every 50 million questions, how do I do this, how do I do that, I'm serving it up for you here, okay? Because if you've been burned by these guys, if you lost money by them, okay, you're pissed, you're looking to do something, you're looking to move on them, okay, you're gonna have to do some work. So don't come to me. And I got no sympathy for you if you just complain and bitch and not do anything. Okay, this is for action takers. That's it. Okay? So get that through your head. I'm not trying to be mean. I'm just trying to get with the right crowd here because we all, our time is valuable. My time's limited as well. I just did this to help you guys out. And if you have any questions, I'm looking for people to form a class action and to get enough people to file with the Federal Trade Commission. Okay? That's my end goal here. So I'm trying to pay it forward here, but these guys are fucking scumbags in my view. Donny Doquisa, Irwin Soto, EComm Partnerships. I have a lot on them, okay, and it's not made up shit. But I need your guys' help, and you know who I already talked to. I'm looking for as many people affected by these guys. My email's in the comments section. It's in the description. You have no excuse to reach out to me. I'll send you a copy of this, and we can all get to work. Till the next video. Talk to you soon.